Hello. This time yet again. Yes, we are back. I have to say up front that I have no fucking clue what I'm going to do today. I did some stuff earlier today, but I kind of forgot already. Just remember what I did earlier today. Why is Twitch not working right now? Oh, my internet cable was hanging out. So I'm kind of surprised YouTube is stable. Anyway, did some stuff. Oh, I did performance, that's what I did. Because, well, it's getting kind of shitty performance when I shouldn't be. Like, even on PC I was getting shitty performance, which means for sure that something is not right. So, I already kind of knew what it was in this specific instance. Because one thing I learned very quickly is that if you make a lot of things transparent, you're fucked. That's how simple it is. Just many transparent objects stacked on top of each other is just no, just don't. And of course, I have the sauce. The sauce would fade out at the end to make it look like it's dissipating in the water, right? Well, turns out, well, this is the new iteration. But so if you got enough upgrades for the sauce, as you can see the individual blobs. You can see it puts down one blob every time. They would start overlapping, and you looked in both, so now you have, I can smack you 2 times, but when two blobs overlap, you get this overlapping area where there's a lot of calculation happening, because both blobs are transparent. But if you get really a lot of upgrades, you could even get in a situation where there's like 4 overlapping maybe, or 5. If I go in circles, for example, now every blob is overlapping, right? So with enough upgrades, you would get like, say, maybe 30 overlapping. You actually try to overlap them. That's already 30 to some kind of power, whatever the power is. Because that's the problem, it's exponential increase with stacking transparent objects. So it's not just I stack 10 objects so it's 10 times heavier for my PC, no. It's I stack 10 objects so it's 2 to the power of 10 times 1 to the power of 10. It's 10. It's 2 to the power of 10, which you can do, and then everything break. I'll restart my stream because it's not working on Twitch. Stop it. Start. Holy fuck, we're live. So yeah. So yeah, the sauce would already overlap with itself a lot. But then you would also get like a million enemies that also overlap the sauce. And maybe the enemy has a particle system that overlaps the sauce, and so you also have like 10 particles per enemy. So if it's like 5-6 enemies, it's already 60 particles plus 6 enemies plus all the souls, and it would just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So I made it completely non-transparent, like you see now. I still think it looks good. Looks a bit weird being so clean, which I will still fix, to be honest. I can just add some more rough to it. But the biggest problem was the fade out, which I really wanted. But now it's kind of this, I don't know, it almost looks like it gets slurped up or something. Fine. Maybe I make it dissipate a bit slower. Right now it looks a bit like it's just gets sucked into a black hole suddenly. Sauce. Weapon. Sauce. Give this effect. This effect is probably also quite expensive. I really need. Like this effect is also just spawning way too many particles. And like this effect is way too expensive also. The piss machine. Oh, hell yeah. Now it's the epilepsy machine. Got all these presets, I can just make it trippy as fuck. But what do I want to do? Increase lifetime. Yes. I want the youngest in front. And this is fine. In fact, I just removed transparency completely. I think I already did accidentally. But this is fine. So, that's a BHC. Big. I don't know. I'm a bit slow today. I have to admit. Yesterday was fucking turned on. I don't know why. Turned on is not the right word. It means something else. Yesterday I was on fire. Let's say it like that. Don't expect the same today. Anyway, I'm working on performance because the game was lagging out a bit too much. This does nothing. Oh, it does something. What the hell? Oh, I remember now. This was my previous attempt at making the souls more performant. Make it more efficient. But it ended up... I don't know. It ended up being just weird. It's fine to do this though. Anyway. Find this one material I'm using, this one. Oh yes, I remember what I was doing. Doing the sauce. Take the sauce, you put it in a bucket. You take the bucket, you send it to your nearest living family member. And they need to keep the sauce in a dry condition for at least 3 months, I think. Then, when the sauce is ready, they need to get a pig between the ages of 12 and 64. You slaughter the pig, put the sauce on the pig. Then you send the sauced pig, you send it to your next door neighbor. They need to keep the sauce pig. Make sure it's in the sunlight for at least half the day, and the other half it needs to be dunked underwater. And I think that's about it, really. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? Something. Curious, if I now remove this, it kapdoek. Yes, I was going to make the fade happen earlier. Slower. Minimum time alive fade. That just tells it how long it should take before it starts fading. Good code. But why? Why not? You really hate this world so much that you don't even want to bucket of sauce in your parents' home and let them keep it and then put it on a pig and then give it to your neighbors. You really hate the world so much. You don't even want to do that simple thing. Oh, start. Wait, what? I get it now. Probably do something like this as well. Nah, let's just not change this. I think I just increased the value. So let's do that. Min time alive and we make it 3. Fuck it, we go for 4. Well, the neighbor needs to keep it in the sun and then underwater. For at least until Christmas. What happens next, that is only your neighbor will know, so I'm afraid I cannot tell you. You need to just trust me on this. Souls. Oh shit, I'm actually fucking doing it. You know what's crazy? I was just looking at my statistics on YouTube, and my stream has been recommended to 100,000 people. It's kind of insane to think about. 125k and 0.7% of people clicked on it. Little bit less good, but still pretty decent. But I think it's because YouTube just wants more streamers. They put some extra effort into streamers. I don't think my videos will come close to 100k recommendations. I I should have tested the Souls. I don't know why I'm playing with the Canon. Only reason I'm here is for the Souls. Click some random stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is not right. Well, this ain't great. What's happening? Um, um, I know what I need to do. Nah, just kidding. I have no clue what I need to do. Ba 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 ba. Bidu bidu bida. What the hell? To be honest, I don't really care about this animation anymore. At the very least, it's not my priority right now, so I'm just going to fix it by putting this back to 1, and then I'm not going to care anymore. It's basically my life. Try to do something, it fails, then I stop caring. Nah, just kidding. I need music. I think my problem right now is that it's so silent. Pop. Pop. Bibbidi. Bibbidi. Boobidi. Okay, Trello time. Trello time. Okay, I still have a list of things I need to do in terms of fixing problems. Let's see. I did most of these. I can do this. Fix double button click in level select. Yeah, so I had this problem for a long time. Where if I press 2 levels at the same time, it selects both. If I know anything about selecting things, then it is that selecting both never works very well. So, like this is, for example, these 2 levels, they kind of overlap in the middle. So if I click here, click it again. So, oh yeah. So I clicked a bunch. And now if I click, for example, this level, it doesn't stay selected. Clicking on it, but it doesn't stay selected. And if I set sail now, it goes to the shop because it is actually selected. It just doesn't know it. I can only fix it by clicking on another level and then back. Oh yeah, this is not great. But what's happening? That's the question. Find the buttons. All of these are buttons defined by this area, I think. I'm guessing. Oh. So you can already see that the swamp and the shop are very much overlapping. I don't know, I'm not sure how I would even fix this. Let's see what happens when I click on a button. It says level data.select. It calls this. What this does is something. Don't really see where it does the fading animation. Oh, fade script. I see. This uses a different system for how it gets the click data. Oh wait, this is just for hovering over the thing. This is different. Here we check, is it selected? Then we fade up. If it's not selected, we fade down. Let me repeat the test and look at the actual script in action. Do you know about the Red Dead Redemption 2? Well, have you played it? I've been playing online a lot. Well, not a lot, to be honest, but yesterday I played it with a friend of mine, and it was one of the best online sessions I've had in a long while. It's really good. We went online together, and normally there doesn't happen too much, but somehow everything just kept on happening. Like at this one point, everyone in this village was standing on a roof somehow, so we were all just kind of waving at each other, standing on random rooftops. And then random ass fucking shit would happen, like dynamite, everything. And then suddenly everyone got TP'd and somebody started spawning bears. And I got a cool wagon and I started doing wagon stuff. Things just kept on happening. It was, I don't know how, it was magical. I have some good pictures, right? Let me show you some of these good pictures. Isn't this an amazing picture? I'm the bald guy, by the way. And this is my friend. Isn't this amazing? Also a good picture. Great picture even. I don't know how this happened. This just suddenly happened. It's just fucking. Suddenly when I post it on Discord. Get this out of here. Didn't see it. Okay, I'll go back. This one. Look at me on the ground. Look at me winning. And then you have this one. Amazing. The fastest horse in the West. And I mean, this is just a sexy self-portrait of me. Look at him. Look at this Shrek-looking ass. Sexy bald guy. Anyway, fixing the bug. Okay, so the bug is created now. So let's see. This is not selected. This is not selected. If I select something, Does it tell other selected objects to unselect? I think that's the problem then. Yes, this is where it unselects the previously selected level. It's kind of weird how no level ends up being selected. You would think that at least one of them would win the battle of being selected. Somehow both of them end up not being selected. I could just not make the buttons overlap, which would be an easy fix. Let me just try that first. Wait, is it this easy? Can I just resize this? No. No, it only worked in scene because this play mode is weird. I have to admit, I don't know how buttons work. I could set these to not resize. Not resize. I can just resize this area now without, but only moves the area. That's no problem. Bit weird. Just wanna. It's pretty good. Now we have this button. And we get. We just make sure these cannot be raycasted. Maybe this needs an image to be raycastable. I think buttons are so fucking weird in Unity. Shop, 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 shop. Button shop. This button is way too big anyway. I should have moved it the other way. Nice. Like this. You're confused? Yes, I am working upside down right now. Just to double check. They're not overlapping anymore. I cannot click this anymore. Of course. This button has not gotten smaller, so mission failed. I think it needs an image. If we did just add an image. Set opacity to 0. I think now it should work. bit weird. Unity seems to use images for their button areas, which is a bit weird. Confused me for so long. Huh? The hell just happened? I saw it. Wait, what? Why is it only working now when I click on it? But not when I hover. So confused. That's weird. It means that this is not getting called anymore. On pointer enter. That's some weird Unity shit that I don't really remember how it works anymore. Let me just Google this method. On pointer enter. Ah, yeah. Papaya, papaya. I've never eaten papaya. I have to admit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. At least I ate mango, okay? So don't judge me. Mango is better than papaya anyway, so papaya. Yeah. Right. I'm still confused. Not gonna lie, I'm still confused. Um. Dun dun dun. And telling me to put an event trigger component on this. I should do it for every single one then, right? I'm a bit confused. Why did it work before? That's what is confusing me. What? Can I even call the on pointer enter? Base event data. What? Remove this. Let's redo this real quick. Pointer enter. That's exactly what I want. But why does this expect a base event data? This is a pointer event data. Yo, what the hell is this? This is some Unity shit. Let me Google real quick what the hell this means. This I pointer enter handler. Why is this bug? It's not even a game breaking bug, but it's just so impossible to fix somehow. Oh. Okay. Interface to implement if you wish to receive on pointer enter callbacks. Used to detect when the mouse begins to hover over a game object. Why the fuck is it not working? I'm not going to do it the way the internet says it. Because this should already be working, so there's another problem. What exactly I changed is I removed the raycast target from the image on the child object. Oh, I think this is the problem. This mouse detection code, it is on the fade script. And the fade script is on the same object as the image, where I disabled detection basically by clicking this box. Because I wanted the detection to happen on the parent. So basically, I need to do this shit here. So get all this. Put it here, because this script is on the parent, so... I forgot something. I need both of these. Now it should work. Oh, I should remove it here. Get rid of this as well. Start is not doing anything. Okay. Now I just need to... Can I delete this? No. Now it should be everywhere. Disabled? Yes, it is. Maybe, yeah, pretty much. And now we... Well, that's it basically. Should just work. Let me first look if there's more overlapping buttons at the moment. Like, this one is fucking huge. But this is not the actual button area. This is the actual... Okay, this is still huge. It's more like it. Honestly, making the buttons more closer to the actual size of the thing is something I should have done anyway. I I'm out of drink. I still have my cubes though. The butter cube. Do you have something similar to the butter cube? We have these cubes. And they basically come like this. And then you can plop them and then you have cube. Basically when you put butter, like pure butter in the oven, then you get this. It's a shame because they are fucking good. Okay, this is the only one that works now. Well, not really, I cannot click on it. What? Why can I not click on it? How is that suddenly broken? I hate fucking making games, bro. I said already, I'm fucking slow today, and look how fast the progress is happening, bro. Simply fixing a simple button issue is taking fucking 6 years. Oh, I remember. Need to put an image. And make the color alpha 0. I need to remove the one from the swamp. Wait, what? Where is the image? I did it. Alright. I don't get buttons. I'm listening now to You and Yeah from Classic Jitto. The guy who made the Pizza Tower soundtrack. Part of it. I think it's working. I think it's working again. Oh, I broke it again. Or I think I accidentally pressed set sail button. It's a good next thing to make. Loading screens. Because loading screens are just fucking nice. And I keep thinking I crashed my game or something broke and then it's just loading. Starting to annoy me. Unity loading screen. I've done a loading screen once. But it's one of those things because you only do it once for every game you make. You basically do it once every 2 or every 3 years. So I need to look it up every time. Loading screen. I'm just going to watch a tutorial real quick. So, yeah, I might be brain dead for a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, I'll ask you this question. What the hell are you looking at right now? What is it that you're looking at? Let's already find the loading script. I don't know why am I doing it like this. Need to load this. So basically all this init number pool, init XP pool, especially the init all enemy pool. What they do, they create all the enemies and they create all the XP that I might need. So this is where all the loading time comes from, basically. Creating all the enemies, because create like 60,000 enemies maybe. Create a lot of enemies. If you think about it, 4 levels. Every level is like 10 enemy types. And per enemy type I spawn like 100 enemies. Like 4 levels times 10 enemy types, 40 times 100 is 4,000. Okay, that's not that much. Some enemies shoot bullets, so that enemy also needs to spawn all the bullets. So then you get, maybe if you have 10 enemies that shoot bullets, then you need 10 times maybe 50 bullets. Just believe me, there's a lot of fucking stuff happening. Guys actually started to explain this shit. We can create cool loading screen as well. change some stuff apparently. This is not really what I need, because he's just loading levels, and then for every level that he loads, he needs a loading screen. But I need it at the start of my game, when my game is still loading. So, same thing. Mm. You know what I'll do? I'll do it my previous project, because I made it for that, so let's just copy paste it. Mm -mm -mm. Yes, go to my game. This one. I'm going to get some tea. Big tea. Yes. Ignore. Mhm. Maybe I should do something different today. Because, well, I honestly don't really feel like fixing random issues with my game. Kind of feel like doing something I never do, like making music or something. Maybe, maybe drawing. I don't know. Not that much to do anymore. Could just keep playing the game like I did before. You know what this says? This is Dutch for cover yourself in peanut butter. So you know. You know what this is and why it's here. Look at them crabs, by the way. I made those. But I'm just here for the loading. Are all these scripts just called script? What? That's not a good indicator. It's not giving me a lot of hope. This is not. Oh, this is so fucked. Hell, what are the errors? Okay, fuck. Apparently we're fixing this game's errors first. You know what? I don't need to be in the actual game for this. I can just go into the files and get the script. I can find the files. Desktop, creative stuff, projects, Unity, this one, assets, 3D, rips. This is still going to be annoying. Because I have so many scripts. Master maybe? Game master. Might be the scripts. For loading data. This is also for loading scores. Ok. Ok. What? Too confused. Oh, it was this window, but it only said the ok part, so it was kind of confused. Anyway, it doesn't seem to be in this script, which is a little bit sad. In well, I guess it's not here then. Looking. General maybe. Database? Nope. Level stuff. Level master. This is just the in-game levels, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah. Do you see the scripting anywhere else? Could be straight up in the assets folder. A lot of scripts get put in here somehow. Like the thing I'm looking for is going to be in like a random, who's a random ass script. The script is going to be named like Unky Dunky. And the only thing it does is load levels, but I named it Unky Dunky because I'm a fucking retard. Memes. What I'm opening right now. This is what I found in my in my previous project. Amazing. I also have this. This is the things you need in your projects. Yeah, this will be the loading screen. This is from when I was making the China meme in my previous game. Like I made all of that in the actual game itself. Because I didn't know how to do video editing, so I was like, well, I can just make it in game and then record it. So that's what I did. Of course, this one. I shouldn't forget about our one and only. Oh shit, my tea is so spicy right now. Not a PNG file, okay, well, I guess not. Guess we're not going to see it. But if I do this, view, large icons. Yes, you can see it now. Amazing. Let's go back to some normal, I don't know what the fuck the normal details. Is this the normal? This is kind of useful for a game developer. Shows you the length, file type. Why does this say the file type with videos? That's weird. I like the frame height and width information. Normally you don't get that so easily. Normally you need to go right click and then you still can't see it. Anyway. I don't know where to fucking find this. Would be nice if I could still open the project without it just being completely corrupted. Okay, fuck it, I'm just going to make it from the start. Ran out of patience. Let me look at all these scripts once more, because I think it should be somewhere on the game master object. This is not it. This is not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. Might be it. Wait. I don't know. I'm just going to make it. Yes. We will make John Sheena use you for child labor. That's what I will do. You will be sent to Xinjiang province for your re-education. Unity startup loading screen. Yeah, let's see this tutorial. I think this guy makes better tutorials, so. Wait, this is the same guy I was watching previously. No. But this is a different guy. What? What? Oh my god, I'm so confused. You know what I think I need to do? Because all the tutorials talk about loading scenes. And on startup, I think what happens, it just loads the main menu scene. So it's still loading the scene, so I can still use the method. Sorry. Tension. What is this man doing? He's loading scenes. Okay, I tried to skip ahead, but YouTube is freezing now. Go back. Oh, that's such a long time since I used to watch a lot of tutorials. In my previous game, I watched the tutorial basically every day. Because I knew nothing. I knew just as little as you do. Loader. It just types in loader. No way it just types in loader. Like that's a thing. Oh, it's another script he made. Okay, wait. He made a script called loader. The only thing it does is load the scene. Okay, I already have this. It's called data loader. And it doesn't load screens. Scenes. So, okay. Yeah, I know all of this. Come on, get to the juicy part. Why is YouTube so slow? Sorry, I'm just frustrating me. My PC cannot handle watching a 240p YouTube video somehow. Stop fucking lagging. Holy shit. This is so fucking tiresome. Keeps happening. I get an ad and then after the ad, the video needs to load again somehow. Kinda ironic. I'm trying to make a loading screen, but I'm only looking at loading screens. Ah, that's smart. I think. What this guy does is he loads a new level. He starts loading it. So he starts. And he waits 1 frame. So Unity can be like actually start the loading. And when Unity is loading, it doesn't accept more shit. So then you do the loading screen, and then when Unity starts doing shit again because it's done loading, you do the next. It just makes sense. Bit of a weird way of doing it, to be honest. Feels almost hacky. Let me find my loading class. I think it's on the button. So let's go in here. Find the button. It's just the level select script, okay. This just loads the scene. Let me just try something real quick. I just want to see if this works. I want to see if coroutines keep on working while loading. You add an object which does something on a coroutine. Take a sprite. Honestly, a random ass sprite, I don't care. This is a good one. Here I need the game object. Macaque. Start a coroutine. Call it move macaque. Public. I'm going to make this last infinitely because it's just for testing anyway. Normally, if you do this, you put a while loop and you put true as like the checking statement. You get an infinite loop and your program will freeze instantly. But because I yield, I kind of tell the program to say, you can go out of this loop now. Normally you can't get out of this loop. Yield tells the program go out of this loop and come back later. So the program does not freeze. It just does this infinitely. Not break though. Yield return. No. Because a break would actually kill the loop, so it would stop the infinite loop. We want to keep the infinite loop, but just not make it the entire program. So now I'm curious, if I select a level and load it, if this will keep moving while it's loading. That's what I want to know. Just, to be honest, I just want to know more about loading in general. Like, how does it work? What can I still do while it's loading? I have no fucking clue, so let's find out. By testing it myself. So I'm in scene view now, so you can see everything. I select a level and we set sail. It does nothing. This is what I expected. What's this other guy? He was doing some async stuff. Async operation he used. I've never used this, so because what async does is different from a coroutine. In that it's completely it's weird. I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to explain this because I don't know how it works. I'm confused. Allow scenes to be activated as soon as it's ready. This is a script I made. I want this to be load scene async. Yeah, this. So normally loading passes the entire Unity basically, so the bird would not move. But with this, it should do it in the background, so you should be still able to do stuff. Let's see that working, maybe. See that working, maybe. Oh, I just still. Let's see if the bird moves now. Burp. Game window. Okay, let's go. This is also a good way of learning, by the way. Just fucking try stuff out. You don't need everything presented to you by some guy with a nice voice making a tutorial. Sometimes you just go into the documentation, like this is the documentation I'm looking at now. Unity doc. And I just saw that guy using it, and I'm not watching the tutorial because I'm lazy. And because I just want to know, like, what the fuck is this? We can read the shit, like, it tells you can use this with load scene async to do stuff. To do stuff. Yes. And it gives you an example, which you can just copy paste. It's just very easy to see how you should use it. But even outputs progress. Oh, that's amazing. That's how you do loading bars. It loads it in the background and gives you a progress bar. Nice. But that's nice about the documentation. You read stuff like that. Think about half the stuff I've learned was from videos, and half the stuff I learned is from documentation. Maybe more than half from documentation, to be honest. You should read a lot. Anyway, okay, look at the bird. Look at the bird. Not moving. Not fucking moving. Bird was not moving. Why not though? Oh yeah, I'm fucking retarded. I never referenced the bird. Never fucking referenced the bird. Of course it is not moving if you never reference it. Fucking hell. Let me just double check now that I actually call the bird method in the right place. Yeah, I do. What does it do? It adds to the position something. Okay, that's... Wait, it adds to the wrong position. Oh, I'm so fucking mentally retarded today. Brain's just putting code down and not checking if it's right even. I think it's because I slept kind of shitty. Um, Everything should be... Maybe, I don't know. Let's see the bird move though. Oh, the shit, he was moving. You saw that. Yes. I'm learning. This is typically my way of learning. It's very typical for me, by the way. Look at the tutorial. Too lazy to finish the tutorial, so I just look at the words that he is typing, and I look that words up in Google. That way I found the term async operation. So I Google async operation, find a Unity page for it. A Unity page tells me to use the load scene async. And then it works. But to be honest, I think this is such a better way of learning than just copying the code from a tutorial. Because by kind of trying to figure it out myself with just the documentation, I had to read about a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily need. It's still nice to know. Now I understand how async operation works, instead of just understanding how to load levels with it. In the future, if I need to load a level, I might just remember this keyword, async operation, and just make it. Why this open? Need to close some stuff because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is from my older game. Confusing because that's the same name. Okay, we are basically almost there then. Because what we now do is say macaque. But instead of just moving the macaque, we move it in between 2 points. Depending on the progress. But I think we need to get this async operation variable. We need to store it somewhere. We return it. Same here, I think. And we return because what we return is an object that can tell me what the progress is, which I really like. Would love to have that. Reload scene also loads the scene. A previous scene also loads the scene. I don't use these anymore. So I guess I might as well delete them. This one, it reloads the scene that you're currently in. Seems useful. Jesus. Jesus Christ. I fucked something up. Oh wait, this is not a load async. That's what I fucked up. Right. I think I only use load scene by name anyway. I should probably create the loading logic in here, right? Because this is the scene loader. But this is static. Static glass can't really interact with objects in the scene, I think. Well, not easily. No, this is fine. It's fine though. No, it's not fine. I need to do it here. Just add a static async operation variable here. Call it operation. Load operation. The capital O looks so stupid right here. And I typed operation. Now instead of returning this, I can just assign it right here. Because I was thinking every time I load a scene, I need to then again do the calculations for the loading screen, and it sounds stupid. I can just save this here, and then if I need to do something with the loading screen, I can just look at this. And by looking at this, I know how far the loading is. What's wrong? Oh, there's no return anymore because there is not. After this code that I made like 10 seconds ago is already obsolete. Lasted for about 10 seconds. Let's go. Alright. Now, this is kind of my placeholder for the loading screen right now. Now we can replace true because we don't want to load forever. We can say, wow, scene loader dot load operation dot progress smaller than 1. Let me just double check if progress goes from 0 to 1. Yeah, okay. Wait, it calls a method when it's done, so I don't even need to do this, maybe. Calls is done. Oh, I don't even need to do this. I can just go, don't know why you would do it this way. Don't really get. You can just check if it's done. Apparently. While it is not done. Oh, this is not how you code. Well, it's not done. We moved the bird, so basically we moved the bird. But I don't feel like figuring it out specifically for the bird because it's placeholder anyway. I'll probably just move the bird like from 0, 0 in the world to like 10 or something. Some random position. Yes, let me do that. Here we need a new vector. Control call 10, 0, 0. Okay. Now the actual counting variable, which will be progress. Of course, we need to assign this to the bird. Macaque.transform.position equals. Okay. I'm just taking it very slow right now because I've never used this method before. So yeah. Right now the only thing I'm trying to do is get this bird to move from the 0, 0 position in the world over to 10 units to the right. Basically as it's loading, so it needs to line up with the loading as well. Let's put him at 0, 0 so we know where that is. It's in the center. Okay, that's nice. But then for illustration purposes I will make it go exactly how I would want the loading bar to go. Like that. It should go from -5 to 5. Which is basically from left to right. Let's restart it real quick. What the hell? Why is he back? Oh, I moved him during the fucking gameplay, which always resets. Basically, while I'm playing my own game, I can change anything, but it doesn't stick. Unless I do some specific thing to make it stick around. But it's kind of nice because you can test while playing. You can change the level, for example, to be different, and then test it again without restarting the game. Okay, so level set sail. It's doing fuck all. But I'm getting a null ref, so that's probably the problem, right? Oh, yeah, there's just a null reference. Which is a little bit confusing. Oh, I know it. Because I start the loading bar routine. This is basically a loading bar. Because I started first. There is no loading operation. But this loading bar expects there to be a loading operation. So I need to basically shuffle them around like this. I can start the loading operation and then it starts trying to move. So it should move to this crossing point. This a corner. So let's see it happen. Plop. Someone is shouting at me. Give me a second. What? Dang it. You know, I thought I heard my dad screaming at me in this tone of voice that he always uses when he has food for me, right? So I was like, oh shit, he has some food for me. I'm going downstairs real quick. Turned out my mother was just sneezing. Disappointment. Yo. That was not really how I expected it to load. Why does it act like it's loading so fast and then it's just a wait? Like the majority of the loading time it's not moving. Like what? I mean, I'm glad it's kind of doing something, but I don't know how to fix this now. Wait, you should set and use async operation allows scene activation in coroutine functions. That's fucking weird. So here then I need to say scene loader dot load operation dot allow scene activation equals false. Now I created an infinite loop, I think, but So what I apparently need to do. Well, I don't know why it's loading for longer than this thing is thinking it's loading. It's a bit annoying. Apparently you can tell it to, when it's done loading, not instantly start the scene. That's what I'm doing. Then when it's almost done loading, it is done. Then I want to just wait for like a second and then continue this. And then I hope I fixed it? I don't fucking know. Be smaller. When it gets out of this loop, we say yield, return, new, wait 4 seconds. Wait a second. This is just telling it to wait a second. When it completes, then we tell it to that it is allowed to complete. And I kind of hope that that second of waiting time will wait for that last second. Wait, am I stupid? Am I dumb? Did I even do anything by adding this? I guess if I would also do something like go to the parrot, add like a rotation script. I could do something like macaque dot component. Oh, I don't really have to activate it. I have to disable it here. Macaque. Wait. I do need to activate it. I'm doing. Script is called rotate, so why is it not working? Not working. It's apparently lowercase somehow. Maybe I should look at the tutorial. Because I kind of understand how this works right now, but also really not. Also just really kind of don't. I think my problem is just that there's not that much to load. Because, well, all the enemies are already loaded, so it's not loading any enemies. Just loading the specific information for the waves, and that's about it. Maybe like some islands that it needs to spawn. Look at this. The hell? Why did it why did it stop rotating and then continued for a little bit and then stopped again? This is the last thing I expected to happen. Very weird. I will increase the rotation speed so I can see it better. I'm just a little bit confusion. The fuck? Why did it do something completely different now? Huh? Don't think adding this, whatever the fuck I added, it's not helping. It's not helping. It's done. Pizza, spaghetti, meatballs, ravioli. Oh, we back, baby. Oh, this is not the right scene, baby. Are we? Okay. Hey, hey, we are back in the scene. Yeah, well, this is just fucked. My, what's wrong with typing yield? What? You mean yield does not exist? What is happening right now? Alright. I see. Don't know where this went, this second of waiting time. I just deleted it out of anger and then was like, oh, maybe this code is still useful. Although, to be honest, I don't know. Don't know if this code is useful. I'm reading this example code for this method, and it's basically the same as what I'm doing. So I really think my game is just loading so fast. Somehow the final part is not. Wait, what? Let me check that again. Because the problem is that previously it would. Still just fucked. Still just fucked. I'm going to remove all of this. Doing the rotation. Fuck that shit. Let me Google this. Unity loads async progress. Not same as loading. Ah, I see. People are saying that it works better when you actually build the game instead of playing it in the editor. Alright, so I'm just going to assume that it's working now. Next on the list is doing the same thing, but for the first time loading the game. Mm. So how does that work?
Je moet het dan verstaan dan.
Niks.
Ik ga even zoeken, dan ga ik naar bed. Dan ga je heel stil. Heel hard slapen, heel hard.
Dat kan best.
Bam, heel hard. Goedemorgen.
Nee.
Heb je nog wakker maken, sommige?
Nee.
Alleen goedemorgen. Goedemorgen. Dan ga ik naar...
So my daddy told me I need to go to bed. No, he's going to bed, but I need to be quiet soon. Dying Light is the first game you remember playing. That's insane. Actually insane, you know that? Because my first game I remember playing is I think it's Snake. I think it's Snake on my mother's Nokia phone. Like my mom had I think one of these, like one of those flip phones. Or maybe one of these. This is the classic. Anyway. And you could play Snake on it, and I played it a bunch. And I think that might be the first game I ever played. Otherwise, it would be Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World. This shit. Okay, I'm getting ads. Fuck off. Let's just look at the preview for a second or two. Look at how old this shit is. This is like the third Mario game in all time, basically. I think. But it's a really good one. One of the best, I think. Look at that. Look at that gameplay. Anyway. I feel old now. I have to admit, I am a bit rare in the case that I play some older games, even for me. Because none of my friends have played old games like that. Just me. Is it just the me? Oh yeah, I was looking at things. Almost forgot. I suddenly started googling Nokias. I really want to find how I did it in my previous game. Just let me just start my previous game. I'm pretty sure that there's a nice loading screen that happens. I'm staring at the black screen right now. Yeah, there's basically no loading screen. It was like 10 seconds of black screen and then 3 seconds of loading screen. So maybe I should not copy that. I understand what people do now. Yes. I need to make a loading screen basically. A loading scene even. Let me make a new scene. Basic 2D, sure. Can I name it? Oh, I need to save it. To name it. We name it loading. Put it in scenes. Where am I right now? Where is the scenes folder? I know it's somewhere. Resources, scenes. Found it. Okay. This is just going to be a UI panel. The camera, I need to do some settings, I think. Tell it to conform to the canvas. Maybe I need to tell the canvas. Yeah, I need to tell the canvas to be a screen space camera. Now to always, this canvas will always be the same shape as the camera. Apparently makes it really small. The camera will always be the same shape as your game. So if I make game window and I make it super thin, this also becomes super thin. That's nice. So I'm thinking for now at least, I just use the promotional art I also use for these videos, like the thumbnail. Should play Dying Light. And you should play Dying Light. I should finish this and then fuck off. Then I should fuck off. Well, fine. I don't think the marketing pictures are in my project. Somewhere here. It's this one. Copy it. Assets, textures, UI, and I'll just paste it here. Now I can go textures, UI. We're looking for marketing something this. This seems to me like a nice loading screen image. And then I just want something that moves, like just anything really. And I think the easiest, I'm not a big fan of loading bars to be honest. Especially when the loading time is very short. I'm a big fan of loading bars, but only when there's a long loading time. If there's a short loading time, I just want something to move so you know it's not frozen. So rotation, probably. Let's get an image. Make it rotate. What will be the image? My first thought was the parrot. This one. Ideally, I have an animation and it just does the animation, but I don't have an animation, so. What's also funny to rotate? I need some input here with the wave flow. I would if it wasn't that fucking difficult. That's hard. Because I need to draw every single frame of the animation, right? Cannot just do some trick. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Might just use this guy because he's the funniest guy. Just make him rotate. Now we need to make sure that this scene is in the list of scenes. Oh, let me do that. Preferences. I need the build menu. Give me the build menu. Add open scenes. So we have the scene now. We move it to the top because it needs to be the first. Okay, nice. And here, let me put it on a separate object, call it loader or whatever the fuck. We need something that loads the next scene, the actual menu. Yeah. Okay, sure. I don't think this works. Not so sure. Particles are a bit cursed. I think if I do this and then move the actual particles to the front, and now it works. Nice. Okay, almost there. This is a speedrun if I ever saw one. Look at them steaming. This is a good loading screen. Not gonna lie. Do I want to drill like this? Oh. That fucked everything. How did this fuck everything so hard? Still, I think the width is just way too fucking big somehow. Does not seem like the trail is working. Oh no, wait, it's just the wrong setting. This is what I wanted. Like, I'm putting too much effort into this. Going to say that just right now because I am. Really fucking am. Should put no time into this, just 0. Shouldn't even be doing this. Like, I don't want this to be like the more... Ah, fuck this. I'm not going to do this. It's too much work. Too much work. I will make this look a bit nicer. It's not right. I need more like between gray and black. Then we need a random starting size. So we random it between 0.3 and 2 or something. I don't fucking know. It's a bit too small. 0.5. And we add some noise to it because smoke is kind of random like that. Then we reduce the speed by a bunch because this is way too much. We reduce the lifetime by a bunch because this is way too much. And then the cherry on top, we make it fade over lifetime. We take this alpha, we zoom. It looks fucking weird. I guess by increasing the lifetime, it looks a bit better already. Noise doesn't seem random enough somehow. I think I need to make it scroll then. Scroll speed. Oh. Bit too much. Need to decrease the strength or something. Boy. That's how you smoke. Do you think this is better where it's just every now and then a puff of smoke, or like more something like this? Probably also make the size change over lifetime. Do something like this. We ping pong it. Pretty good. I think this looks pretty good. This is a bit in between the what I showed you and I'm just going to do it like this. I hope this particle system doesn't stop when it starts loading. This would be a bit sad. I think you can change like the setting, like delta time needs to be unskilled, probably. Probably. Anyway, I think that's enough. A waste of time. Let's do the actual loading scripts. Oh, it's called loading screen. Don't know what's happening. These guys that I was looking at were doing something weird where they had some boolean called first frame. And then they just let the update run. The update would set first frame to true. But only of course if first frame equals false. This way you can check if it's the first frame happening in your entire for this script, but that's in my entire game because it's the first script that gets loaded. And here you would add, for example, the loading. Load scene by name, main menu. And because this doesn't need a loading bar and just has a smoking bar, we don't need a loading bar, we need a smoking seal. That's what we need. So I guess let's see. I don't think it will look properly, by the way, on in the editor. Stop smoking. He stopped smoking. It's not good. You all know you should never stop smoking. Smoking is the best. See, it's loading the main menu on the left here. Yeah, it froze the entire animation. Yeah, I'm also sad. Don't know why it did though. It's a bit weird. Because it should still be asynchronous, so it should be possible for me to do stuff while this is loading. But I think it was just kind of almost crashing. Because it had to load so much. But you know what I'll do? I think I'll just make a build. So I also read online is that if you make a build, it's more realistic to how it will be in the real build. Yeah, basically. I will build and then I can play it on my PC. See if it works. Maybe I should finish reading what I was reading. Well, I basically finished reading, okay. Right. I think maybe it's just impossible for particle systems to be playing while loading. Unless there's some kind of setting I missed where it says like asynchronous particles or something. I don't fucking know. Yo, play this sick new game I just downloaded. I mean, it's trying. Let's see how this looks. It's fine. It does seem a lot more realistic now. Or closer to the actual loading. I feel like the game is having a bit of a lag spike issue. It kind of resolves itself after the first 10 seconds, so. And there are some lag spikes and I don't know why. Usually it means you're not using your memory efficiently, I think. Or it's the plants. Maybe it's the plant spawning. Because, well, it spawned the fucking billion somehow. This seems like a new problem, to be honest. I've never seen it spawn this many plants. Yeah, that's a fucking billion. Not normal. This is normal. This is a normal amount of plants. I think that's the lag spike issue. I just found it. For some reason, the first island, I think, has like a million plants. After that, it starts behaving normally, it seems. Oh, I can also test this. I need to get the parrot now, because I have not yet tested. The parrot functions correctly. Give me parrot. Parrots. The weapon is way bigger than it should be, so it's a good sign. But it happens with every weapon. Okay, that's kind of funny. It resizes the weapons only when you pick up the muffin. But if you then put new weapons on, it doesn't resize them, and now I look fucking dumb. Now I look fucking stupid. I guess it doesn't really matter, but... Is that the right radius? I feel like it should be smaller radius. Yeah, it seems a bit big. There's clearly some problems. Anyway. Enough testing. I will write down everything I just learned. My Trello. If I can still find it. So many windows open. Found it. Okay. Let me write this down really quick. do fixes. Okay, so rescale gadget with ship size. Not working. Let me type out what actually was not working. So I'm not fixing it today. Not working. Because, well, I don't know. Do not parrot radius too big. Plus weapons equipped after muffin are huge or are original size. Okay. There's something else which was not right. Oh, the plants. Yeah, it spawned a billion plants. First island in swamp seems to spawn a billion plants. Yes. It is. I did not do this. And this is all still I need to do. Alright, let's keep let's do a shit. Let's take a little shit. Yeah, I think it's just the particle system that stops when you load something. Holy shit. Almost barfed just now. Bro, I'm looking for a very specific problem and I'm finding only people who just are asking like, why is my particle system not working? I know probably why it's not working. Give me better fucking shit. Mm-hmm. Set it to static, somebody says. Let's just see if that's even an option. I did notice that the rotation also stopped, which is weird. Because that seemed to work in the other loading screen I made. Even think something static. Don't know how particle system can be static even. It should be in the general settings. So, pre-warm. I need pre-warm. And max particles can be like 15. Drilling automatic. Maybe if I put this in always simulate. Top action. Wait, because I still have the rotate script on it, right? Let's again check. I need to go. Goodbye. It's kind of getting kind of late. I'm also going to stop soon. I kind of want to finish this real bad because I don't like making loading screens. It's kind of super boring. So it would be nice if I could just finish it. Now that I'm kind of into it. Why am I playing? Why I'm playing? I guess we are. I think I know the problem. I think the problem is when I move the bird or tell it that it's allowed to rotate or whatever the fuck. There's nothing else happening besides loading. There's only loading happening of the level, nothing more. When I load the main menu, this is also doing a bunch of other stuff, which is not asynchronous, which is what you need to do other stuff. So I think I need to make the enemy instantiation method asynchronous. I think that's the problem right now. So let's find the data loader. Not this. Beans. So you have this loader, and it inits all the enemies, right? It creates them. Here it creates them. And then it assigns some stuff and does things, and it's all very important. But the problem is, this is just a loop. So, and I think this is about like a few thousand enemies it needs to activate. It will do this code like a few thousand times. And only then it will allow like the seal to keep on smoking, for example. Only after all those 1,000 enemies are created. That's why it's not doing anything, because it's doing this. How do you fix it? Make this go routine. Yes, basically. This is the most important one to make a go routine. Let's also do this, let's also do this, because why not? Just check if there's no problem. Don't think there is though. After this we do say yield return. Oh. This line is telling the program to get out of this loop. We're not doing this 1,000 times anymore. This is telling it, stop doing this, go do something else. Then later when you come back, you can do it again. So yeah, let's add this everywhere, I guess. F1, this one. Now we need to just change how we call these methods. Here. To add start go routine. Copy paste it. Oh yeah. The problem. Oh, I did not. Oh, this is an actual method. Yeah, this just needs to be called. This then starts the coroutines. Right here. That's about it. It was easier than I expected, to be honest. Do I build it? Yeah, sure, I will just build it. Take that long building for PC. Building for mobile takes way more time because it tries to make the final file size as small as possible, so it needs to remove a bunch of code that's not necessary. Probably compress a bunch of stuff. Then it converts it to some other weird code. I think a Gradle project or something. It's this specific Android. Then it creates an Android project or something. It's, I don't know, it's doing weird stuff for mobile. It takes like 4 times as long as this. I should have expected it to just fucking take microsecond loading. And now that loading screen took a bit longer somehow. The game still works. I think it's a no. Yeah, I think this is a no. Also, kind of suspicious already because it is not supposed to suddenly be so much faster at the start and then slower at the end. I think I know what the problem is. I think right now it's still loading the enemies, but it thinks it's already done with loading the scene. I might have to do all this enemy loading in the first scene instead of in this scene. So I'd basically just be moving this object to the other scene. I think that's all I need to do. I think I'll just very quickly make a prefab. I can theoretically I can now delete this. The progression is also on this, but I don't care. I can just move this. Oh, go to the loading scene. Not confusing at all. We have a loader and I load this. Let me see what this exactly does at the start. Let's time scale to 1. Tries to find another data loader. This is not needed anymore, I think. I think I'll just disable this for now. Basically saying, don't never destroy this object. This is just some annoying thing I had to do. Then we asynchronously do all this things. I'm so burpy today and there's no reason for it. I think it's my posture. I need to be more. Yes. Now I am very smart. Very alpha man. Anyway. That's really all it does. Okay, I thought this did more, but it only really loads items. Which makes sense, it's called data loader. What it's doing is loading data, I guess. Thinking of just adding this now to the data loader. We'll probably just do that. So I have more control as well, because I can tell it, do it before you do all of this. For example. I think the other way around makes more sense. Just load the scene. Cannot handle it, it's not the right place. That's the main menu. Suddenly thinking. Maybe I should also just wait for the enemies to be done. Right? Wait, I'm smart. No, I'm not smart. Never mind. Let me just see if it crashes completely now. First test it. I'm almost there, I think. Yeah, this is not the right scene. But wait, it was the right scene. It was just fucking fast. It was instant. I think because it doesn't even load these enemies now. Or should it? I don't know. Like if I do don't destroy unload, do these coroutines and keep playing if I change scenes? I'm wondering now. Anyway, I think I should just only do this when it's done loading. So let's just go make some booleans. Public bool enemies loaded. Public bool XP loaded. Public bool numbers loaded. We go take this. We say if enemy is loaded and be loaded and numbers loaded. we do this. And just to be sure, I'm going to also use a boolean. Call it loading main. Loading main menu equals true. False. Okay, and we need to not forget, of course, to set these booleans. Okay, this is not happening here. It's a bit confusing. Because when it starts the last enemy pool, that's when we want to say enemies loaded, but it's still loading the last enemy pool then, so I guess I can just add another boolean. Let's be extra lazy. Call it last enemy pool. And here we can say last enemy pool equals true. Here, if we end this, if last enemy pool we say enemies loaded equals true. Now I need to do it for the other stuff as well. This is way easier. Reloaded equals true. And numbers loaded equals true. Enemy loaded, XP loaded, numbers loaded. And this is just to make sure it only loads next scene once and not every frame, because that will kill my PC, I'm sure about it. It should take a while now. Oh. Doing stuff. Doing fucking stuff. And it should still load this next scene sometime. I think it's done loading because it's suddenly going at normal speed. You can actually look. See, there's a bunch of shit that it just made, so that's good. But it did not continue all the way to go load the next scene. I think this does anything. Yeah, this does nothing right now. I cannot delete in play mode. Let's look at the booleans. XP is not done yet, somehow. Where is the data loader? Found it. XP, XP, XP. It's weird. Check if I started. I'm pretty sure I do start it, yes. Field return properly made. I think so. I got food delivery, yes. Yes. I got a food delivery. So, I mean, this is good. I should use this as like a stream, be right back screen or something. But somehow it did not load the XP completely. Just weird to me. Not make much sense. I cannot see the actual XP list to see what's actually happening. Let me just try to do that. Yeah, I can. What I can do it. It's a queue. And queue is kind of hard to visualize for the PC, but just go list XP. List. Maybe I need an array, but anyway. When it's done. But this is weird because apparently it never even reaches this part, right? So if it never reaches this part, there are two options. It never did this entire thing at all, so it never even tried. Or it's still in this loop somehow. Which I think is impossible, but yeah, I think it's not possible. Because it wouldn't take that fucking long. This is a pretty easy thing to do. Maybe the coroutine gets cancelled somehow. Could also be possible. But you can cancel coroutines. I will after I don't know. You just put a debug.log. Say end of XP instantiation reached. Start as well. Start. So what's nice about debugging like this is I put this in the start to just see if this is called even, if this is even used. And I use this to see if it reaches the end. So if it gets stuck somewhere, I would know now. For sure. Yeah, basically that's. Now I know for sure at least. I already pretty much know. I don't know, no. Wait. I just made the XP list. I'm glad that it's working at the very least. I can also just look at the XP created in the scene. Clone. And just see how many it created. Yeah, it's still creating them. You can see it happening. I think. Yeah. See, there's new ones now. So it's just still doing it. Why is it so slow then? Look how slow it is. Created 100 more in like 10 seconds. bit hard to believe that this is so fucking slow. Unless it's doing some other stuff in the meantime. What's weird to me is it seems like all the enemies are properly created, which to me seemed like a much more difficult thing to make for the PC. The XP is the largest by size, so maybe that's the problem. It just needs to create so many. What? Boom. Fixed. Because I think if I just do the XP, I just do it in one go, it wouldn't take that much time. Instead of spreading it out. I think the spreading of so many creations is causing the problem. Go now. Nothing else changes, so that's nice. Let's see. Weird though. How making something a code routine makes it less performance. Good, that's less good performance. Yo, it loaded. Oh, it also didn't load the numbers. I think the numbers have the same problem then, that they quite simply load a bunch of them. Not liking it. Okay. Do the same, I guess. I think what's happening is it's batching a bunch of stuff if I do it in one go. And it will batch like all of the whatever the fuck it's doing. And especially if you spawn the same object a bunch of times, the batching can really save a lot of time. For enemies, I don't spawn the same that much. Like I swap the enemy type a lot. So the lack of batching is less of a problem. It'd be nice though if this seal was still smooth. At least it loaded now. But let's see if it still works. Parrot looks as useless as normal. And it's still broken. Fuck my life. Don't understand how this breaks anything, to be honest. I just broke something without knowing it. I think the load this needs a reference to the master and it doesn't have it, and that's all of the problems. Or the master needs a reference to the loader. The loader knows about the enemies. What I'm guessing. does know about the loader. I'm confusion. Oh, I need a break for sure, so I'll probably just take a break. Really quickly, look at these errors. Why is it trying to disable? That's my first question. Why the fuck is it even trying to disable? That's health. Shouldn't be disabling. What's the problem exactly? No ref, okay. But does the enemy then not know about the master? Or do I find this reference? Like upper middle. Found it. Yeah, it doesn't know. It doesn't know. Let's find all the references to this master. Okay, it's fucking a lot. Okay, I use this a lot apparently. It's kind of important that that it knows this. This needs to exist. Let's see. This seems to be assignment. Hmm. What is this called? Awake. Awake, it will get the data loader. It found the data loader, so it should have done this. Here we did a bunch of things. So, a lot of plans. Just type it. It's got load. This. I'm confused. Because, well, this code, I know this code is just right. Because it was always right, so why should it suddenly be broken, right? So the problem then has to be in the data loader that I just made, right? To be somewhere in this. I'm too tired to fix this. I do this tomorrow. You're like Julian. Why are we not playtesting? Because why should I not be lazy and change my actual stream name? I'm kind of playtesting, but the test always fails, so I never seem to get to the playing part. So, I need some coffee. I need Joanne. I need a Joanne. Maybe I should figure out why. Well, I figured out why the XP pool was not filling because it was so fucking slow somehow. I'm confused why the enemies are not so slow. Enemies should be at least as slow as the XP was, but it was not. Don't get it. But this is still in the code. You've got a friend in me. Got a friend in me. Miles from nice one bed. See if the progression is also assigned. Okay. So it did all of this, which means it also did this for sure. So data loader was not null at this point, so also not null when we init. But that cannot be the issue. Yeah. Ending me. This just straight and worked before, so doubting the logic that much. Maybe I should. We get a key value pair, and we say I want the value because that's the actual queue. We turn the queue into an array. So we get an array that represents the queue. Then we iterate until we assign the master. This is alright, but this all works, so I'm even checking this. I'm not following any of this anymore. I think I'm ending the stream. My parents want to go to sleep anyway. So I think it's better if I just stop before I start screaming. I'm about to start screaming. Anyway. Not my best stream, but we did some fun stuff. We made a seal smoke. We have a seal lung cancer. That's fun. So yeah, that's the stream. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully sooner, because normally I stream before dinner as well, but I didn't sleep that well. So anyway, have a nice night. Goodbye.